Hello, Miss Singlified here, answering guys dating questions from a chick's perspective. Question from Mark, who says, I'm dating a girl who hasn't really been single. She's only 22, but is recently divorced from her high school sweetheart. I have some concerns. Do you think I should be worried? Yeah, I think it's a major red flag. See, it makes sense that most people go through a wild phase, or some would call it a slut phase, before they become stable enough to be in a long-term serious relationship. And people go through this phase at different times. Some go through it in high school, some go through it in college, and some people get buck wild well into their adulthood. And the slut phase kind of has a negative connotation to it because it's a time when you're making a lot of mistakes because you're trying out lots of different things. And by things, I mean people. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're sleeping around. It could also just mean you're partying a lot, you're going out a lot, you're doing stuff that may be bad for your body, but you don't really care. It's a phase where you get stupid, but you come out of it smarter, hopefully. Think of your adulthood as like an obstacle course, and there's like a hamster wheel in the middle of it, and everybody has to go through the hamster wheel to get to the other side. The hamster wheel is like your wild phase. So you get on it and you start spinning, and it's kind of crazy and fun and exciting, but then you're getting dizzy and you may want to throw up, and suddenly you're out of it. So once you come out of it, you're like, well, that was interesting and fun and exhilarating, and I may want to vomit, but I'm glad I went through that so I can appreciate what's ahead. The problem with someone who hasn't gone through the hamster wheel yet is that they may navigate to this at a later time, when you guys are married or have kids. So what I've seen a lot of times is that people in their late teens and early 20s are very stubborn. I know I was that way. And if they haven't gone through their wild stage at that time, a lot of them feel that they'll never need you and that they'll feel this way forever, and that they're totally mentally capable of being in a long-term stable relationship. And after a couple years, FOMO hits. FOMO what? Fear of missing out. They see their single friends out there having a good time, dating a lot, partying a lot, and then they start getting curious about what else is out there. And that's the most dangerous part, is that curiosity. They simply just haven't kissed enough frogs to know that you're a prince. So my best advice to you who is dating someone who hasn't gone through the hamster wheel yet is to give her space when she needs it and really, really communicate. You got to set the right expectations in this relationship and let her know that as soon as she starts feeling any sort of curiosity about what else is out there or who else is out there, that's when you have to set her free, and she needs to know that. And I want you to ask yourself what you want out of this relationship. I've had other people who've been in similar situations as you tell me, oh man, the girl I'm dating is so cool. She'd be perfect for me 2 years from now after she goes through all that crazy stuff. So then it's like, okay, do you want to wait for her to figure her stuff out? Or do you want to be with someone who has already sown their wild oats? Is the past tense of sow your wild oats sowed or sown? I had a conversation with my friend Jeremy Pepper about this, and he prefers sown. But I don't know, I kind of think sowed sounds good too.